Hi YouTubers, and hello especially to my subscribers. I want to thank you for subscribing to my videos, for watching them, and I hope for finding them interesting. It's a time of year where in England we bowl up to people and say Happy Christmas. So Happy Christmas to all you out there. And it's also the time of year when we're used to these words. I've got them down here. Glory to God in the highest, and on earth peace, goodwill toward men. And in some texts it would read, glory to God in the highest, and on earth peace toward men of goodwill. And I guess that's an area of big contention, because we don't seem to have too much goodwill in the world today. In fact, sometimes, because we here on YouTube reflect what's out there in the world, that lack of goodwill spills over in the comment columns under our videos, and indeed in the videos themselves. So goodwill is an issue for us here on YouTube. Let me show you. This is a Christmas present I've received, and yes, it's been opened early. Shock horror. But look, it's a ballpoint pen made up from bullet cases, spent bullet cases, and it comes from Sarajevo, a European city that was besieged from 1992 to 1995. It was a very bloody siege, and I believe 40,000 people lost their lives in that city during that siege. It's a reminder to me that the crying need in the world today is peace, and it comes above and beyond all the issues concerning global warming and oil resources and whatever. It is the single most important thing, and it is the single hardest thing to get, because so often we find that we're motivated by self, and that's something that you and I can do something about, because we can become men and women of goodwill right here on YouTube. Does that mean that we agree about everything? No, it doesn't. But what it does mean is that when I disagree with you and you disagree with me, we openly discuss the issue. We don't pull back from it. We are very forceful in our opinions and setting out the facts to back our case. But in doing all of that, we do it in a way which is courteous and polite, and respecting the point of view of the other person, or at the very least respecting the right that that person has to express those opinions. That attitude alone would transform the whole of the atmosphere on YouTube. I'm almost inclined to say, and I'm very conscious that I'm mirroring here or copying Dr. Martin Luther King when I say that I have a dream. I have a dream that one day I'll be able to look at the comments on my videos and find that they are all constructive, even the critical ones. That when I get video responses to my own videos, they won't contain foul or abusive language. And that's my dream. Am I looking for perfection? No. I'm just looking for respect. Not just for me, but for everybody. And I think if that became our watchword, we would see that the quality of YouTube, the quality of the videos, the quality of the community life would improve beyond our expectations. And furthermore, there's something else. When you look at some of the videos that are put up, and particularly we know who they are, the haters, can you wonder that Google is possibly looking at this too and thinking, we got to do something about YouTube. Let's bring in the professionals. Let's bring in the people who know what people want. Let's get in people who raise the viewing figures. Let's forget this idea of allowing ordinary people to behave because they can't control themselves. And you know it's a truth that in every society it actually only works when people are able to discipline themselves. And I think unless we apply disciplines to ourselves in our discussions and our vlogging, we're going to run into trouble. We're going to run into trouble because the people who set up these networks which we use will turn around and say, oh, we have spawned a monster that we cannot control and which has become exceedingly unpleasant. Now if that happened, I think that would be a tragedy, because I believe YouTube can offer something, and if I sound idealistic, I can't help it, perhaps I am, but I think it can help quite genuinely in furthering understanding between peoples of different cultures, different faiths, and different attitudes. And I think that's a good thing. It has to be a plus. I don't really see a problem in people thinking different things. Sure, I mean it's like anything. If you like to watch football, I love the sport of football. I always have, and I have a favourite team which I follow. Now that team happens to be Arsenal. It would be my view that you get your money's worth if you want to follow Arsenal. I have great respect for Arsene Wenger, the manager of Arsenal. I like the players, I like the youth, the vitality, the style of play. But they're not the only football team in the world. And there are other football teams that have good characteristics, great characteristics as well, and certainly histories which are just as great and as long as Arsenal's. But the point is that we all are different. I have two boys, and those of you who know English football will really laugh at this. I have two of my sons actually support Tottenham Hotspur. Can you believe it? But I still love them dearly. Even if they're misguided, I still love them dearly. So I'm going to close there. I just want to again wish you a happy Christmas, especially to my subscribers, but all the rest of you out there, have a really blessed time, and I look forward to seeing you again in the new year, and may it be a peaceful and prosperous new year for you all. Goodbye.